Last week on TMTV, we learned about peak performance, the theme of this year's Reposition conference, as well as some seminar highlights from this year's event. This week, Editorial Director Lou Smerlos will get even more event details from CITT President Catherine Viglas, including how to become a corporate athlete, how to achieve peak supply chain performance, as well as some of the fun events in store for attendees at this year's Reposition.
Now, Catherine, I was looking at some statistics, very interesting. They show that about 3/4 of all employees actually feel disengaged in their corporate companies. And at the same time, these studies show that the ratio of engaged to disengaged employees directly drives company profitability. Now, you have a session called the Corporate Athlete. I love the name. What can we expect from that session?
Well, that's a good question, and it's an important question. I think that organizations that are sending their employees to an event like Reposition are already working to have enhanced employees because it's a learning session. They understand the value of letting the employee step away from the workplace for 2 days, 3 days, and come and be refreshed. So that's the first step. The Corporate Athlete is a workshop that will give the delegates the same sort of tools that athletes that we talk about, I mean, with the Olympics just around the corner, get. You know, how do you focus your energy? How do you focus your game to win? But in the business world, that doesn't happen. Well, these people need those tools as well. And that's what this session will provide. How you focus yourself, how you streamline your energy, and how you just perform at your maximum capacity. So again, it reflects back to the peak performance aspect of our entire program.
Let's talk about supply chain performance. Obviously, proper measurement, effective measurement, critical to effective supply chain performance. You've brought Lori Turnbull from the Cole Group back to speak to the folks attending the conference. What can we expect to hear from Lori this time around?
Lori's very good. He has, as you say, spoken for us before, and he does apply practicality in his sessions. So Lori's going to come and help the delegates to understand, first of all, what a KPI program would look like. If they don't have one, this is, you know, knowledge that they can acquire. It will give them tools and tips that they can take back immediately to their firm and either start up their own KPI measurement practice or enhance the one that they currently have, or if nothing else, give them the confidence that they are doing the right job for their organization.
All right, now, Catherine, I've been to a lot of your conferences, and I know firsthand that they're not all just learning. There is a lot of fun involved with them, too. So tell us what fun things you have planned for these folks in Halifax.
Well, you know, our delegates tell us that one of the key things that they find very inspiring and very profitable for them is, of course, the networking. So we need to build in a lot of time that allows for very easy networking, because networking can be a very stiff sort of occupation, if you will. So we're kicking it off, as we do typically, with our opening reception. We're at the Maritime Museum, and this is a wonderful space. It allows people to wander around, see the exhibits, talk with people generally about what they're looking at. It breaks the ice is really what it comes down to, and starts the networking happening, so that the next morning when they walk into the learning sessions, it's not like you're walking into a room of strangers, which can be a very cold and intimidating feeling. Additionally, of course, we're in Halifax, great town. I mean, could it be any better?
One of my favorites.
It's a port. And one of the things that we've engaged for our delegates is a tour of the harbor and the port itself. So we've hired a vessel, and we're going to take everybody out onto the water.
Very nice.
And give them a guided tour of the port and its terminals, and this will all have commentary behind it over a loudspeaker. So there's learning about that as well, in addition to just having, you know, the joy of being with your fellow delegates that you've been with for the last day and a half, 2 days, and solidifying those relationships that you've made, and also finalizing some of the networking that you've established.
Sounds like a great time.
It's going to be terrific, and I should mention it's already 30% sold.
So if people are interested, Catherine, where can they get more information?
Oh, it's easy. It's right on our website at www.citt.ca.
Excellent. You know what, Catherine? All this talk about the corporate athlete has really got me motivated. And I know it's really sunny and it's actually 35 degrees out, but I feel like going for a run.
Yeah?
Are you in?
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
You start.
How about right now?
Okay, go.
Okay, ready?
All right, yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Start. I'm out of here. Taxi.